Hi, Mike with Vanco here, and does your nonprofit struggle with keeping your donors engaged? Well, in today's video, I'll be covering 10 tips to maximize donor stewardship and donor engagement, so let's get started. The first tip is to use personalized communication. Now, a canned, impersonal message sends a negative message to the donor. It implies that you don't put much time or effort into communicating with them and merely found a pre-made template and cranked out a quick generic note to them. By taking the time to personalize your communications to your donors, you show that you care about them and recognize their unique contributions to your organization. The second tip is to organize events. Donors may not regularly have face-to-face interactions with your staff or other donors, and hosting events is one way to rectify that. Events tailored to their specific interests promote participation while driving support and engagement in the process. These events help them both connect with your nonprofit and with each other while boosting engagement and support through donor engagement activities. The third tip is to encourage recurring donations. Recurring donors give more on average than non-recurring donors. This makes them a crucial component of support for your nonprofit. In fact, in our benchmark study of 25,000 organizations, we found that recurring givers gave 2 times as much. Recurring donations allow donors to set up their gifts at a specific frequency, which makes the process easier for both them and your nonprofit. Donors also benefit from not having to remember to make their donations each time, while nonprofits benefit from having consistent, predictable support. The fourth tip is to emphasize donor acknowledgement and recognition. For most donors, the lack of donor acknowledgement is one of the most common reasons for givers to stop giving to a cause. We've all had times in our lives where we've helped or supported someone but didn't receive any acknowledgments of our efforts. Even the most selfless person appreciates a gesture of gratitude, and by acknowledging and recognizing donors in a way that they prefer, it helps develop loyalty to your organization and also encourages continued support due to the donor feeling valued and that their efforts are appreciated. The fifth tip is to use impact-driven storytelling. Now, donors want to see and understand the impact of their gift, and now more than ever, cause-based giving is on the rise, and donors prefer to give to a specific cause rather than a general fund. They want to see and hear the stories of those affected and helped by their gift, which means that it's imperative that your nonprofit shares the stories of those you've helped and creates a direct link between the donors and those who benefit from their gifts. The sixth tip is to simplify the donation process. The simpler the donation process, the more likely people are to give. If your donation process has too many steps, requires too much technical knowledge, or takes too much time, some donors will bail on the whole process. The more you can streamline donations and make it easier to give, the better your chances are of bringing in the support needed for your nonprofit to do its work. The seventh tip is to implement text-to-give campaigns. Now, technology is a crucial part of the giving process, but that doesn't mean it needs to be complex or confusing. Text-to-give campaigns allow people to contribute by sending a simple text message, just like they do dozens of times a day to communicate with friends and family. By using text-to-give, you turn their phone into a donation tool, and given that most of us have our phones with us all day, every day, that makes them a very powerful tool for giving. The eighth tip is to build stronger donor relationships through transparency. If a donor entrusts your nonprofit with their gift, they will want transparency. That means not only showing them how and where their money is used, but how your organization operates. This includes things like what are your goals, motives, and mission. You want donors to feel like they're a true part of what you're doing, and being transparent with them connects directly to this idea. While you don't have to share every detail of everything you do, it's important to be honest and upfront with your donors. The ninth tip is to engage donors through volunteer opportunities. When a person gives financially to a nonprofit, they're investing in its success, and they're also likely to care deeply about what that nonprofit is trying to do. Volunteering is another way to contribute and is a very personal way to take part in your mission. By giving their time, talents, and energy, volunteers have a tangible impact on the people you serve. Make sure you promote and communicate regularly about volunteer opportunities that your supporters can take part in with your nonprofit. The 10th tip is to use technology and templates to overcome limited resources. And that brings us to our final tip on donor stewardship. Don't start from scratch. So many nonprofits burn themselves out trying to reinvent the wheel. But here's what we've learned. The most successful nonprofits use proven systems and templates. That's why I'm excited to share our nonprofit fundraising toolkit. We've packed it with over 100 tested tools, including done-for-you donor communication templates and AI-powered assistants that handle the heavy lifting. And the great news is that it's totally free. So if you're ready to transform your donor relationships while saving countless hours, click the link in the description below to get instant access. And if you've got some value from this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you can get access to the latest videos we put out to help your organization grow. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to working with you.